Hey guys, Adam Rose, Vice President and Senior Loan Officer of Western Ohio Mortgage here in Sydney, Ohio. Today is another episode of the Mortgage Guy Podcast, and today we're going to do a quick market update, and we're also going to talk about some minor changes, which some people are going to find major changes, to HUD requirements, which Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac has not yet followed suit. By the time this video comes out, they probably will have, but we're going to talk about that a little bit. And I got a brand new phone, which I hate getting new stuff, but hopefully the video is a little bit better. So, cheers to that. All right, let's go ahead and dive into this, guys. First thing, which I mentioned before, Saturday, April 5th, we have the Affordable Housing Summit. What that is it's in Columbus at the Junto Hotel right across the street from COSI. Starts at 9 a.m. this Saturday, April 5th. And big pieces, we have a lot of presenters. We have a lot of sponsors too, as well, including ourselves. Our big sponsor is Fifth Third Bank, and we want to send a shout out to them for a large contribution to help assist us with putting this on with the Ohio mortgage bankers. But we're going to have credit counselors out there. We're going to have lenders. We're going to have real estate agents and developers and community partners and nonprofits and down payment assistance programs. We're going to have everybody out there kind of coaching people on where to get started, how to get started, and the path to home ownership if they're ignorant to that reality on how that works. We're going to have some breakout sessions, conversations. You're going to have an opportunity to talk to everybody, right? If you're concerned about credit, we can do soft credit checks out there and counsel you on that. We can do pre-approvals out there if that's something you want to do. It's really just information session about this home ownership journey. And we do provide free childcare. It will be from, again, 9 to approximately 1 o'clock. It's going to end right around 12:30 or so. And so ages 4 to 16, there's a bunch of activities for them to do. So if you want to register for the event, you can do that. I'll have Justin throw up another link again on the podcast and on the TikToks. If you want to check that out, please do sign up. Again, it's Saturday, April 5th at the Junto Hotel across the street from COSI. If you are in attendance, you will get tickets for COSI, whether you want to use it that day, whether you want to use it 2 weeks from now. Not a problem at all. So come check it out. Great information and knowledge about the loan process and home ownership. FHA, what's happening here? Okay. So I'll just read this HUD letter, all right, so you can kind of get a gist of it. The U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, HUD, which is FHA, updating its residency requirements for borrower eligibility for FHA-insured mortgages. This update aligns FHA's requirements with recent executive actions that emphasize the prioritization of federal resources to protect the financial interests of American citizens and ensure the integrity of government-insured loan programs. The administration has reaffirmed its commitment to safeguarding economic opportunities for U.S. citizens and lawful permanent residents while ensuring that federal benefits, including access to FHA-insured mortgages, are reserved for individuals who hold lawful permanent resident status. Currently, non-permanent residents are subject to immigration laws that can affect their ability to remain legally in the country. That is not all of it, but in a nutshell, guys, all government loan programs, it used to be a lot tighter, then they loosened up between like '09 to now. What we could do is if you had a work permit, basically, and it might have been renewable every 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, whatever, and you were sponsored by an employer, you could get financing, right? FHA, USDA, the whole nine, conventional, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. This is the change now, okay? So you're no longer, if you just have a work permit to be here temporarily, student visas, work permits temporarily for 2 years, 3 years, whatever it is, unfortunately, you're not going to qualify for traditional financing anymore. Are there other options out there? Yes, there are other options out there. I-10s, right, ITIN numbers for non-permanent residents. I don't know if they're going to change the game, but it's a non-QM loan already. It's not insured by the federal government, so I would assume those are going to stay in place. A lot of those programs I've seen 20 to 30% down. It varies a little bit. So if you're in that situation out there and you're looking to buy a home, you've been here for a while, but you only have a work permit, that might be your only solution right now for financing a new home. Again, FHA and USDA, they follow suit together. So now you have to either be a citizen or you have to have a green card. A green card shows you are a permanent resident alien, right? Permanent resident of the U.S. So heads up there. Now Fannie and Freddie, they haven't followed suit yet, but they're still under conservatorship. So I can pretty much guarantee it's going to happen. It just hasn't yet. Again, if this video comes out in the next day or two and you're watching it, it might hit by then. So let's not assume that conventional financing is an answer right now either. Now, they did give us somewhat of a warning. So if you are in this situation where you're here on a work permit and you're trying to buy a home and you want to use FHA, USDA, something along those lines, or even conventional financing, FHA announced that they're going to give us until May 24th for the case number, okay? Now, I don't know about USDA specifically. FHA, again, May 24th case number. So what a case number is once you get into contract on a home and you go ahead and apply for your loan, right? We do your disclosures. We're going to apply for an FHA case number at that point. So it's basically like your application date in essence. But you have to be in contract on the house, okay? Because the case number gets assigned to the property specifically. So if you are shopping, again, in that position, you better put your foot on the gas and get moving, all right? Because this opportunity may disappear. And May 24th is the deadline. But that's the big update right now. We're getting a lot of movement in the market as well. Rates have kind of been bouncing up and down a little bit. They're still slowly declining. It's going to be a slow burn. They're trying to put a lot of emphasis on that and trying to do some rate cuts. We're going to see how that goes. The bond market has been all over the place. So we'll see what happens. But that was the big update, guys, from HUD. Again, if you have any clients shopping and they are in the situation, make sure foot on the gas if they want to apply for FHA or government-backed loan. And again, conventional is probably going to be following suit shortly. The conservatorship is going to last, I don't know. They're trying to get out of it, but I think it's going to be another 2 or 3 year process, to be honest with you. They're starting to tighten up a little bit. So that's all. Guys, remember, subscribe on YouTube. Check us out, TikTok, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. And we will catch you all next week with another market update.